Man, there are a lot of things to talk about in this video. A new Xbox IP is revealed. We finally get numbers for Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5. And potentially Xbox and Activision Blizzard's plans are revealed for Call of Duty. There's a lot here to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? This is Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And if you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. And please share this out on social media. It really helps out the video. Thank you guys so much for all the continued support. You know, January is usually a slow month when it comes to video game news, especially Xbox news. But it's been on fire for basically a week now, ever since Microsoft purchased Activision Blizzard. And not only are we going to talk about their plans regarding Call of Duty and which games will go to PlayStation, Activision Blizzard also announced a brand new IP that is looking like it's going to be potentially an Xbox exclusive. But before we get to all that juicy information, yesterday Microsoft finally gave us some numbers for two of the biggest games released last year. Yes, Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5. We already knew that Forza Horizon 5 was breaking numbers like nobody's business. It had over 10 million players in week 1, and we haven't really been updated since then, but what everybody wanted to focus on was Halo Infinite. As you may remember, Halo Infinite shocked the world by releasing on the 20th anniversary of Xbox November 15th, and the campaign released on December 8th. But Microsoft and 343 have been really quiet when it comes to player count numbers. We know it debuted really strong on PC with something like 270,000 concurrent numbers, but that number has dwindled over time. Currently, if you look at the most played games on Xbox, Halo Infinite is the 5th most played game, only behind titles like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Call of Duty Warzone. But there were people out there shouting from the rooftops that this game must have underperformed because Microsoft was hiding the numbers. But we got the numbers yesterday from Satya Nadella, and the Halo Twitter account said, "With over 20 million Spartans joining us so far, we're thrilled to announce that Halo Infinite is the biggest launch in Halo franchise history. Thank you everyone for joining us on the next step in this great journey." But we also got numbers for the other big game that Microsoft released last year, and that's Forza Horizon 5, with Satya Nadella announcing that Forza Horizon 5 has reached over 18 million players since launch. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Halo Infinite, free to play, 20 million players. Forza Horizon 5 is not free to play. You either have to buy the game or play it through Game Pass, and that has 18 million players since launch. And they basically launched around the same time frame. Which number is more impressive? Is it 20 million for Halo or 18 million for Forza Horizon 5? And I would have to say that this says more about Forza Horizon 5 than it does about Halo Infinite. Sure, Halo Infinite's numbers are great. 20 million in essentially 2 months is really huge for that IP, although it doesn't come close to other free-to-play shooters like Call of Duty Warzone and Apex Legends, which did something like 50 million in their first month. And honestly, when you look at these games side by side, you can almost make the argument that Forza Horizon 5, potentially outside of Minecraft, is now a bigger IP than Halo. I know it's pretty weird to say. The numbers are the numbers. 20 million for a free-to-play Halo versus 18 million for Forza Horizon 5, which is not free-to-play. So what this says to me is that in the time between Halo 5 and Halo Infinite's launch, Forza Horizon has just continued to gain in popularity and has now exploded. Who knows what numbers Forza Horizon 6 will reach when it inevitably launches in 3 to 4 years from now. So with some of the smaller news out of the way, let's dive into the big story of the day, and that is Activision Blizzard's plans for Call of Duty and which titles will be coming to PlayStation. This is coming to us from Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg, and he says that before news of the $69 billion acquisition broke last week, Activision had already committed to making the next few Call of Duty games available on Sony's console, in addition to Microsoft's Xbox, according to 4 people with knowledge of the deal speaking anonymously because they were not authorized to speak to press. That includes this year's Call of Duty, expected to be a new entry in the popular Modern Warfare subseries being developed by Infinity Ward, and the following game, which is in development at Treyarch, both Activision-owned studios. The deal also includes a planned new iteration of Call of Duty Warzone, the lucrative free-to-play game that was released in 2020. For at least the next 2 years, Microsoft is committed to releasing Call of Duty on PlayStation, the people said. Neither Sony nor Activision responded to requests for comments, and Microsoft declined to comment. Plans are hazier for the Call of Duty games further out, said people familiar with the matter. Microsoft said it expects the acquisition to close sometime in the next 6 to 18 months, after which it will be able to decide whether to continue releasing future Call of Duty games on PlayStation. Top employees at Activision have also discussed spacing out Call of Duty releases rather than putting them out every year, Bloomberg has reported. Eventually, Microsoft could deprive its biggest gaming rival of an integral franchise. With some previous acquisitions, Microsoft has honored existing contracts, then pivoted. So this information from Jason Schreier pretty much lines up with exactly what I have been predicting in my videos would happen with Call of Duty. It's clearly no surprise to anybody that this year's Call of Duty is going to remain multi-platform simply because, well, the deal's not going to be closed until sometime next year. This year's Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2, and a lot of people expect it to bring the franchise back up to the popularity level it's seen, considering the last 2 entries have kind of declined in popularity, with Vanguard kind of being the low of the lows. And I also expected that 2023's title would also remain on PlayStation based on the fact that I thought PlayStation had marketing rights at least up to 2023. That was why Sony was very quick to come out and comment on this deal, basically by saying that we expect Microsoft to honor existing contracts and keep Activision Blizzard games multi-platform. Obviously, they knew they had a marketing deal with Call of Duty. It's written into the contract, and with that marketing deal and probably extra content for PlayStation gamers, essentially Activision Blizzard and Xbox would be forced into releasing Call of Duty in 2023. It was after 2023 that was always up in the air. The new information we got here is that there's also a Warzone 2 coming sometime in 2023 that is going to be for current gen, which is Xbox Series X and PS5, and the PC. And that could be essentially what Phil Spencer's talking about in his tweet the other day, where he said, hey, I talked to Jim Ryan, which I'm paraphrasing, and we're essentially going to honor our existing contracts, and we have a desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Now, if Warzone 2 comes out in 2023, that is going to be a live service game. They aren't going to take that away from PlayStation, so Call of Duty would remain on PlayStation platforms. The big question then remains, what happens to Call of Duty 2024? Or would they actually start to skip the yearly release and release a new Call of Duty in 2025? Would that game be exclusive? I think 100% the people in charge of this deal, like Phil Spencer, have a plan in mind of what they want to do with Activision Blizzard's titles, especially Call of Duty moving forward. I mean, he's not going to go to Satya Nadella and ask for $70 billion to get this deal done. And when Satya asks, hey, what's your plans for the games moving forward? Phil's not going to say to him, I have no idea. Of course they have a plan internally, and they're probably just waiting to see if this deal has any roadblocks from getting passed by government regulators. So nothing has changed in my prediction that we will see Warzone remain multi-platform, and after 2023, I think premium Call of Duty games become Xbox exclusives to really push Xbox Game Pass into the next stratosphere. But we're not done yet, because a brand new Xbox game was announced yesterday, this time by Blizzard. That's right, Blizzard announced a brand new game with a tweet that said, we're building a survival game in an all-new universe. Join us in writing our next chapter. So this is basically a brand new IP in a new universe, not connected to Overwatch or Warcraft or Starcraft or any of the existing Blizzard games. Even Jason Schreier tweeted about this game by saying, for what it's worth, even some of the most disgruntled Blizzard employees rave about this game/team. And I think that's pretty damn impressive, considering I would imagine most disgruntled Blizzard employees would want to talk smack about their former employer, and the fact that they're raving about this team and this game shows you that maybe Blizzard is on track to regain their status as that legendary PC developer. And when you think about it, this is something that Phil Spencer and the teams of Xbox would have known. When you go into the acquisition, they would have looked into the product roadmap that Activision has and also Blizzard has. So Xbox would have known about this game. and whatever else Blizzard is planning on doing as part of the acquisition. Personally, I'm not that excited about a survival game, but I'm going to keep my eyes on this one because you never know with Blizzard. They could put out something truly special. Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5 setting records, a new game incoming from Blizzard, and Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation at least until 2023. Let me know what you guys think about all these stories in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share this out on social media. Hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for taking your time out of the day to watch this video. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.